I'm just gonna start the stream now.
Strem.
Hello, people.
Yeah, Clem.
Whee!
Wrong game.
Clem.
Blim.
No Clem in this game.
I hate that guy
Wrong game.
so
Can
much.
we fix that?
No.
No.
We can't have a Clem?
That's how you know a GM. A player makes a stupid request, and their immediate response is no. Both. Good lord. That's funny as hell. I'm sorry.
Well,
I mean, I know you read your own game. It was just, I couldn't help myself. Oh.
Well, I think it's time to go on to shit my players say and submit something.
Oh. You do that if you want to. I'm not. Okay. Olgevold. Okay, where were we?
In a car, I believe. Oh, or a hotel.
Yes, you did actually manage to find a hotel room.
Oh.
Okay, my notes is we went to the Historical Society, talked to Mr. Bowman, who was actually not one bit surprised at all that we lost the cargo. Very interesting and suspicious. We talked a little bit to Melody about the stuff, exactly what the disc is, and got a little bit of information about that. Got a list of names involved with the whole entire transaction. Learned some more information. The disc is vital to keeping OptiCorp alive, which kind of holds some interesting plot points. And the museum gets the money back if the thing can't be found. I got some information, kind of looking at Iridentia a little bit more. And the mouse that we saw on the ship, what was her name?
That was
Oh, yeah,
Iridentia.
duh. Companies involved a little bit with the cruise ship's computer systems.
Mhm.
So suspicious. And then I'm not gonna lie, at that point I kind of drifted out a little bit as I fell halfway asleep and I have no idea what happened.
Libby left. Libby left us forever, and we were sad.
Yes.
She also left presents on my doorstep, which Guy is going to most assuredly trip over. Because what else would he do?
That must be a very small package in order for a guy to trip over.
Oh, excuse you.
You can still trip over something if it's half as tall as you.
All I have to say is people have tripped over Legos, so heck off.
Oh, Legos are pain. They're like caltrops.
There you go.
Geez.
It's like a D4.
Designed for pain.
Okay. Yeah, and I believe Guy has set up a little date with Kathy.
One that he'd really, really wish he didn't have to do.
I'm sorry.
That's him. Me, I don't know how I feel about that. Him, I know how Guy feels exactly.
I know. I don't like this. I'm sad.
I thought I was having a real chance at being a halfway normal person. Turns out it was another lie. I was wrong.
Oh,
As per usual.
makes me feel so sad now.
Yeah, well, that's his life. He's a movie.
Oh no! Oh no! Guy is our Eeyore.
Not
Oh,
a Tetsu, that's for sure. Okay. So, how are we bringing in Air Julius?
that is a good question. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea.
Ah!
I can't. I had a plan, but that doesn't work anymore. So
When have plans ever worked?
There was a plan.
yes, and it's not Kale's fault, by the way.
Nope. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just gonna point fingers wildly and wait till someone takes the blame.
It's that nice line of, "Hey, I'm blaming you, but it's not my fault. I never said it was your fault. I said I'm blaming you."
Accurate. Also, it's super depressing to still be looking at Libby Stoken.
Ah,
Burb. Burb friend is gone. Goodbye, Burb friend.
there. Better.
No.
Now there's a bird
Burb friend is
hole.
gone.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's not your fault, and I'm not blaming you either. It's always hard to have friends go.
Mhm.
With that in mind, Guy's going to wake up from the hotel room. He's gonna get up and he's going to open his door, only to fall promptly over because
Aw.
there's a small package
To-
at the foot of the door, and he was too tired to see it.
There may or may not be a shower going, and the background music for this may or may not be a badly sung rendition of Camp Granada.
Yes.
Hello, Mata. Hello, Fada. Here I am at Camp Granada.
Thank you, Milo. Thank you for making this most ungraciously, this most shameful display that much more entertaining for everybody involved to visualize. This poorly sung camp song. Whack! Ow! Who put this there? Why?
Yeah, a little off topic, but does Kale know what we've done so far?
I don't remember. I've seen snippets here and there.
Quick summary. We all got hired on, except for Guy, technically, to
And me.
deliver a package. Yeah, to deliver a package from OptiCorp on Mars over to Venus via a rather fancy cruise ship. Along the way, we were able to distract ourselves quite well from the actual main plot story, fight a hyena named Hyera. Did I pronounce that right?
Close enough.
Yeah, something like that.
Guy found a girlfriend. Livy went through Trisha's crap. We found out that oh my gosh, blanking. We found out that Milo doesn't work too well when he doesn't have alcohol, and Razor doesn't work at all unless his headphones are plugged in.
He doesn't function unless he's got them in. He just shuts down. It's like the opposite of putting a paper clip on a cat.
Excuse me.
Or a binder clip, whatever.
And when we finally got to the destination, the person opened up the package and there was nothing inside. And we're
Oh, I remember
not
that.
necessarily being
And
blamed,
he wasn't.
but we have to find and fix this problem now.
I remember that. He wasn't exactly too happy.
Nope. They paid quite a lot and have nothing to show for now.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much that. Okay, well, I guess, now comes, GM's, favorite questions. What are you guys doing next? I mean, I assume Guy will try to get up, but, how about the rest of you?
Milo's still singing badly. He'll be out in a minute.
I provided context.
Oh, that's better context.
I'm good at my job.
I'm curious if that's copyrighted.
It's a bit old, so it may or may not. Anyway, what's Trish doing?
I'm kind of looking through the information that we got to see if there's any connection. Trish isn't very good at that, so she's probably not going to get too far.
Well, what sort of information do you have?
Mainly just the list of people involved in the transaction and just information people have. It's not really too much to go off of. At least that's what Trish is thinking. So she's just kind of scratching her head a little bit.
Okay.
It's not too bright.
Stupid doggo.
She's very much a punch first type of thing.
Okay. Punch first, ask questions while punching. Got it.
Yes.
Do the punch!
What was the guy doing? Sorry?
Oh, well, now he's going to be organizing the stuff left behind. He's wondering, wait a minute. Has anybody seen Libby?
Hello,
kinda-
Mara.
I gotta look up from the stuff. But where'd she get off to? Is she my stuff again?
No! Well, I don't think so, but this is her stuff. Why is it at my door? Wait a minute. She had a phone call the other day. Milo!
What? Hold on.
Thanks so much. Imagine she gets
Russell,
all the
Russell,
phone calls.
Russell.
Sound effects entirely necessary, sir.
Slam. Yeah. What? What? Who died?
I think Libby left.
Where? Is she on
Well,
a shopping
like,
trip again?
Gone. Would
Gone,
someone
gone?
check her room or? I know where she left the note, but I'm not letting Guy figure that out right immediately because that's stupid. It makes no sense. I want to have the moment where everyone feels stupid and looks at Milo because he's in the shower where the bathroom mirror is where she wrote the note on.
Trish just kind of sighs, goes to the rooms, checks her room first, then checks Libby's room,
Can I-
checks
can
everyone
I-
else's room.
Tygon, I'm gonna do a perception roll just for shits and giggles.
Okay.
To notice the fact. Like,
He could be very unobservant right now.
he could be. That's exactly why I was saying it.
It could
Like,
be
he
a very,
just-
very steamy.
he could have just not been paying attention.
Let's see. Would that be body perceive?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's
Search because you're actively looking for it now.
okay, so
Right. I think.
Yeah.
12 plus 1.
Yeah, that's that. I can accept that.
Oh!
I think you found it.
Yeah,
Tygon.
that is
He had his
that
Irish
is
coffee this morning.
that is good enough. You found it.
Oh! God! There's a thing on the condensation on the window, the mirror. It could be a window. Given the way our time has been, it could be a two-way window. Who knows?
Alright, so after reading Livy's hastily scrawled note. Oh. So she's for sure gone. Huh. Well, I want to know how the hell you missed that. It was right there. I mean, for me, it's possible because I'm short. Like, my head's, like, level with this countertop here. But what excuse do you have, Milo? What the hell, man?
Do I look like the kind of person that stares at himself in the mirror? I was taking a shower.
Okay, yeah, you got me there.
Trish kind of goes up to him. Well, she's not in any of the rooms.
Yeah, I think this explains it sufficiently. Yeah. If anything, she's probably bought out or something. Either way, she's gone for good.
As a character, I'd like to point out that it is not an intentional thing for Milo to constantly be in the shower because he's a shark. I just put that together.
It just happens that way.
Just because comedic effects.
It works. So, now that the party has ascertained that Libby's gone,
Yes.
I don't remember if the note specifically stated. Do you remember?
To my shame, I have to admit that I do not.
I don't think it said specifically anything. I think it was just kind of a general thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay, bye.
Yeah, just hey, good luck, I'm out of here, and then left. I don't remember what she wrote it with, but I know it was that whole obnoxious lipstick on the mirror thing.
Yeah.
It's never gonna
Just,
come off.
hey, she's gotta use the lipstick for something.
I remember that part.
Well, she doesn't exactly have lips. She's got a beak. It doesn't work the same. To peck him.
Well, now we have a very important decision to make. Who's the new face?
Libby wasn't really a face, she was more in your face.
That's why she was such a good face.
You be nice. There's no good to become of speaking ill of the dead.
She's not dead.
She's
dead
not
yet.
dead.
Not yet, anyway.
She's not the party anymore. So for all we know, she would be dead. Just stop it.
Okay.
So, we have this information to go over. I have a thing I have to prepare for. I still have no idea how we're gonna get how to put Keelgren in there, but that's not my job, I guess. So I should stop worrying about that.
We need to travel somewhere. We need to find a lead.
Well, yeah, we need to find a lead indeed. Oh, Yes, I rhymed on purpose. Let me have that rhyme. Balls. I've got to go do the uncomfortable duty of interrogating Kathy, but I'd probably do better with somebody else with me.
Yeah, didn't well, that was kind of the part when I blanked out a little bit, but Trish was going with.
Yes, I remember that now. Okay. So me and Trish are gonna take care of the whole Kathy thing. What's Milo gonna be doing?
Given that we have a lack,
Babysitting Razor.
basically, maybe checking the news for anything that might pop, just kind of poking around at random things on Shadowlands or whatever. I know, wrong game, but whatever. Trying to see if he can find anything that could be a tangible clue beyond what you're doing.
Well, I mean, it might be useful to look into the background of Mr. Bowman and some of the other museum curator type folks.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Also, just as an aside, it might be a good idea to look into Opticorp. Wait, a ghost. It does speak.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, hang on. Okay. I think looking into Opticorp's background as well as, the people who hired us, trying to get their business history might be a good idea. Because we might have been hired by some very, very shady people without realizing it.
Let's check for money laundering.
Or, if they've had a lot of legal battles over smaller things or failed contracts, stuff like that, that could all point to fraudulent contract. Or I can't remember what the name of it is, but there's a specific con where you make it so that someone can't fulfill the contract and thus don't get paid, or they owe you money.
Getting
Stuff
bent
like that.
over?
A what?
I said getting bent over?
Well, there's an actual phrase for it, and I don't remember what the phrase is, but you get my point. Is that it's possible we've been shafted because the company's skeevy, and it's not our fault. That doesn't get us out of the situation, but it does give us clues as to who we might be able to get involved to help solve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, someone read the fine print on our contract.
That would be quite helpful.
I've done that like 3 times throughout the game so far.
Read
And the
the
only
fine
answer I
print!
ever get is, oh no, there's nothing fishy there. There's nothing here, move along.
Well, one of those times you did really poorly. Let's not lie.
Okay, but that was only the first one. That's why that's why the other 2 were there.
True. Don't know. All I know is it's possible. I'm not trying to focus on any one thing here. I'm just like, hey, this is a thing. We do want to get closer to Iridentia because suspicious. Suspicious.
Bowman, Iridentia. Perhaps a little bit more on Hira.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, who would like to start?
Since mine's basically just a role, potentially with big picture, I will check for anything about Opticore.
Okay, regarding big picture, you can use that. However, I'm gonna say you can use it only on one of those subjects.
Okay, well that's why I specified Opticore, because that's the one
Okay.
that's most likely to have news about it.
Okay.
I thought ahead of that, so you didn't have to handle with extra bullshit.
Thank you.
Yay! I am sometimes considerate
Okay.
when I consider it.
Give me a mind exert computers check, please.
Okay, I was about to ask which of the things. So
Since I assume you're gonna do all that on the webs.
yeah, 2d12 plus tree. Whoa.
Okay, that's not great, but close enough. Okay. Well, Opticorp. For one, regarding news, is that apparently they have put their recently gained money to pretty good use and are well, it's let's say the results aren't in yet, but most give them at least a decent chance to fight off the hostile takeover attempts by both Marsco and ASR. Now, regarding past, it's not Opticore doesn't seem to be involved in a lot of shady dealings. You know, it's like I said before, they deal mostly, as you can guess by the name, in all sorts of optical appliances, from cameras to especially artificial eyes. That's where they made some really some breakthroughs recently, which is why other companies are trying to buy them.
And apparently ridiculous
Why?
telescopes.
Oh, hi helicopters. They're apparently flying fairly low. That's loud.
Chupa 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 chupa.
I take it as a point of pride that my mic's obviously not picking that up.
Nope, not hearing anything of that.
Can't hear it.
'Cause that's hecking loud.
Ruffle, 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 ruffle.
Yeah, basically. I guess Tinker's doing some test flights today.
Anyway, their CEO Whitefield, however, he comes from a rather old family, which it's
Robot.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Robot.
Robot?
Did he robot out on anyone else?
No.
Oh, Saigon?
Yes.
No.
Okay, it was just me.
Am I clear again?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I was like, oh, no, I'm losing him.
I blame UDP.
Damn internet. Sorry about that. Anyway, go ahead.
Carry on.
Excuse me. Right, where were we? Whitefield, Clifton Whitefield, CEO of Opticorp. He is he himself is more known to be, well, this not really ruthless, but he appears willing to at least sometimes break the rules if he has to. And yeah, he's comes from a very old family, which explains his family's rather extensive collections of antiques. And he is also known to be extremely attached to that. So that's why when first the rumors came that he's sold something apparently very old, very valuable to the New Pacific Historical Society. Most people didn't believe it because, well, that's just no. He would never do that. He's far too attached to his all that old crap his family has for that.
So Opticore sold a laser disc.
Technically not Opticore itself. It was the property of the CEO.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, that's okay. I was trying to see if there's any kind of disconnect there, but no, it makes sense for them to have that kind of media.
Yeah. Well,
It makes sense for the CEO to be interested in that kind of media. Let me rephrase.
Is OptiCorp a standalone corp, or is it like a child of one of the larger megacorps?
No, they are an independent corporation, so to speak. They're an indie developer.
That's a very good way to put it. Especially in this society.
Mhm.
That's actually a very good way to put it. So essentially what you're saying is they're not what's the word? He's not against breaking the rules when it's to his benefit, but he's not going to go out of his way to be Machiavellian about anything.
That's, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so he's not a ruthless asshat. He's just willing to bend the rules when it benefits him.
Yep.
Okay.
See if OptiCorp's had any beefs before with, is it ASR and Marsco? Before to take over?
Yes.
Marsco's specifically pushing hard to get them. I wonder why.
See if they've had any beef or history happening before.
It's possible.
I'm imagining some kind of revenge plot going on here.
You don't need to rule for that. That's easy enough to look into, you know, especially with the whole hostile takeover attempts being at least somewhat prominent on the news. That information about this it's relatively easy to get. But no, actually no. There have not been any, at least noticeable things. The well, this is it's the whole thing of this new thing they developed for artificial eyes that really put Opticore on the map. This is basically a really hot new product that a small guy developed, and the big guys now want to have it.
So that they can sell it and make a profit.
Yes. And Opticorp is especially Whitefield. He wants Opticorp to remain independent.
Now the question is, why is he so insistent on having it independent? Access to public records on that would be easy.
It seems to be again a bit of a family thing. It's Opticorp is not the first corporation that is run by a Whitefield. They have always basically always been keen on doing their own thing, being independent from the big mega corporations.
They want to be their own man. They want to be a strong independent company. We don't need a man.
That need no Moscow.
Yeah.
Which is a fair thing to want.
Yeah. I don't want to be publicly owned. That's dumb. I don't. That destroys all business integrity.
And again, in relation to the sale of this artifact, this what did I call it? An optical analog disc, I think.
Yes.
In relations to that is that what people assume about these rumor, and the whole thing of the sale is not actually confirmed. That's just rumors that some people are talking about. Is that because he wants his corporation to remain independent, he got desperate enough to actually sell something like this, which normally he never would. Especially since this would again just rumors, but supposedly what he sold, since the rumors don't know exactly what it is, it's like really extremely valuable. And considering the recent influx of money Opticorp had, yeah, that seems accurate.
Okay. I guess while Milo is doing that, Trish is kind of getting ready to go with Guy on the little, I don't know how you call it, date at this time with me if I'm going along. But either way, getting ready for that. Putting on a nicer dress.
Okay.
Not one covered in blood from the battle that we had outside of the airport.
Oh. Well, wait.
Whoa, what? We didn't do that.
Whoa,
What are you
what?
talking about? I didn't do nothing.
Of course not.
You can't prove it. And even if you could, I'll break your kneecaps.
All right. What next?
Delegate. Delegate. Delegate.
What are you delegating to
I-
whom?
Razor can do the other topics. Razor can look into the other people.
He isn't here.
You can't delegate. You have to do it.
We already looked into Iridencia, haven't we?
Yes, he's already looked into Iridencia. Of any of us, if I remember correctly, and I might, Tygon, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Of any of us, he's the one who would have the most likely ability to get a hold of her.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's I see what you're going for. So
Oh yeah, he went to the party.
it's not like actually getting a hold of her, but considering the whole music thing, he probably has a chance to find her. Yes.
Yes, that's mostly what I meant. But
Okay.
Yeah. It's more of a... He has more quote-unquote history in that direction than any of us.
Mm-hmm.
So his character makes the most sense in pursuing that lead, not because necessarily he's the most, I don't know, effective at that, but because it makes more sense for them to do so.
Indeed.
The museum that we're now technically working for.
Yes.
Are they considered a non-profit?
No, not really.
Okay, so
It's
okay. So
it's not really something that's set up for profit either.
Mhm.
But this is I think I described it like this before. This is something for rich people to spend money on.
Yeah, so it's a club.
Yeah, that describes it pretty well.
I think a good way of putting it is this is the humanist romanticizing riches way of making a country club without all the posh stupidity that is included with the country club.
Not bad, yeah.
So I'm going. I guess Milo's going to head back because I feel like something like that wouldn't have much in the way of public records, other than like, oh hey, this is our most notable members, and this is our the head person, or blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I
You're
feel-
gonna have a lot of documentation on how cool everybody is, but you're not gonna have
Yeah.
a whole lot on what they actually do.
Yeah, so I'm going to go there so I can get an accurate members list because clubs keep that kind of thing.
Yep, definitely.
He's gonna go. He's gonna.
What was the other thing?
Bowman.
Well, no, there was something else we're forgetting. I can't remember what it is.
Libby.
We checked the box. We checked Opticore. We checked Opticore's boss.
You want to...
Oh, it was. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, one thing that you were talking about a lot was wanting to contact the people on Mars that were checking the box before the disc was put in and actually did put the disc in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so.
Is that what you're thinking, Rage?
Yes, that was exactly it. I was like, is that a
Okay.
thing?
Which the space internet is slow, sadly.
Alright, give me
I mean,
a second.
We're not going to be able to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, but that's why I'm going back to check the club records.
But
Just to
it's-
see,
Mhm.
because she said it was her people that put it in.
Yes.
That's why I'm basically looking for a staff list.
If you want to talk to those people, it's basically going to come down to an email interaction.
Or we get a pilot.
And take a 2-week trip back to Mars.
I mean, if all the other leagues don't fail.
I see where you're going, but
No, you stop that. Is what I'm getting.
if
Oh no,
hey
we lost Rage.
if you want to do that, then hey, by all means, I'm not going to stop you.
I'm just trying to help.
It might not just as a GM who wants to see his players succeed. It's not necessarily the best idea.
Okay, so
You're
fine.
supposed to have us succeed. You're supposed to watch us flail about.
Okay. So I'll just go check public records then.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume it would be a search roll since it's
Um,
and there's a bit of a time warp.
Actually,
Mhm.
I am going to need a community exert roll from you.
Oh boy. So any kind of proficiency.
Depends on how you want to do it. Do you want to be honest about the whole thing, or a bit more swindly? What I'm going for here is that
How is Milo getting into getting in to get at the information?
yeah, you can totally get into the place now because you're technically like working for them, but they're still not. They're not just gonna let you like run wild there. So you still have to basically talk your way past a few people.
Can I make it a logic roll? Just go with the case of like a vague honesty. Like, I am here because your boss wants me to do this, so I'm doing this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So
Who's
2d10
the
plus
one that you had
3.
the most boons in?
Oh, that's just a plus, honestly. Get it? Because it's plus 3.
But
Okay. That is that is good. It takes you a bit of talking to a few annoying like clerk type people, but eventually they let you have access to their member list.
Oh, actually, would that be a case where the positive bias would benefit? Because I still don't understand how that would work into things.
Let me check the actual wording of this. um. Let's say that would make it easier for you. Yes.
Okay. What page would that happen to be on, just so I can read it?
No, I'm just reading the bias for the Hemi.
Okay.
The way I see this is this bias thing is not necessarily something that has really mechanics attached to it. That's really more a role playing thing.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's just I like. Normally, I expect something to have an example,
Mm-hmm.
just to help like cement the idea. Okay. We'll carry on
If
then.
you would have a good bias there, because they're into collecting all the human stuff.
Yeah. So if anything, it'd be more so with these people.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you kind of look like an old person,
Okay.
except not in that way.
If you have jerk.
Oh, something's a little fishy about you. Okay. So now I do okay. How hardcore into old stuff are they? Do they have just paper documents, or do they have a server?
No, they have it on file. It's computerized.
Okay, so another computer roll then.
Yes.
How into this are they?
Hack the server.
Okay. What exactly are you looking for?
The employee records. Just
What?
to see the like employee records, and then like membership lists, dues,
Okay.
and basically anything I could get access to that might give me something.
That's
Everything I can get my little mitts on.
that's a little broad, my friend.
He's digging for clues and he has no idea where to go.
Let's just go with member list and like staff list. for now.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You can find
That's
that.
why I specified those and then went more general.
Okay, you can find that.
Okay. Is there anyone there that is I don't know. Anything that sticks out? Like a photo where it's like, this looks like someone who's following us. Or
No, not nothing that sticks out. Lots and lots of rich people.
oh, I went to school with that kid. I hated him.
I mean, you're not necessarily from around here, unless I'm
moved away.
mistaken. Okay, fair enough.
Alright, whose death did I miss?
Guy.
The DM sanity.
No!
That died several sessions ago.
I'm just kind of floundering around trying to find clues. That was not an intentional fish pun.
We'll take it anyway. Okay. No, I'm afraid nothing on the manpower staff list sticks out as particularly unusual to you.
Oh, so
It's just a random otter. No.
The cutscene to Doggo, since he's apparently the only one who can get anything done at this point.
Doggo
The
no
only one
wants.
with
Doggo
the
no
only-
wants.
Doggo's the only one with the lead. Milo can't find shit.
Doggo no wants to live, but no. Okay, fine. Okay, well, Trish, we're going.
Okay,
We're gonna go say hi to Kathy.
Okay.
Joy.
Okay.
Alright,
Yes.
go ahead.
I am gonna say you are easily making your way to the wherever you agreed to meet. I do not remember if that was specified.
Nope.
Okay. Well then.
Thought I'd leave it up to the GM's discretion.
Damn it! I hate it when you guys do that.
Like, seriously, I need to get like a giant wheel of like species and places, and every single time someone says that, just like roll it and see what the plan's like.
Okay, then I'm gonna say you meet at the beach. I mean, not like literally on the beach. It's more of a what's it called? Boardwalk?
Boardwalk.
Yeah, that kind of dealy.
The pier.
Boardwalk and Park Place.
Yes.
The pier.
There's a beautiful view of the Lattice Seas. Is a really nice place.
Are there space whales?
Probably, but they are in the water. You can't see them.
Okay. On the way there, I'm kind of talking to the guy a little bit. So what's the game plan here? You've been with her before.
Honestly, I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this sort of thing. I'm not so good at trying to get people to tell me what I want them to tell me.
I'm not too good at either. Trish herself is half decent. She has some stuff in express and a lot of manipulate.
Oh, manipulate is good.
Manipulate is maybe what we need, but I don't know yet. So,
Yes.
I have a couple questions. Oh. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I was trying to
That count?
say sorry. I was trying to stop it and mute myself before I sneezed, and it beat me to the punch. I'm like, no.
At
I
least
think-
you don't have my problems of your sneezes sound like gunshots.
And I think that counts as your question.
Damn it.
My answer is tissues. Next, please.
Hello, art we have not met. Thank you for your commentary of my life. Alright. I cannot mention that we were transporting something valuable without breaking some kind of NDA, can I?
Pretty much, yeah.
Probably.
Then I just can't think of a viable way to ask about it, whether or not she knew what we were doing. I could say that we were transporting something for business, and that something has gone wrong, and that she might have connections to people who know more about, might be able to clear us of any issues, but I don't know how to, I don't know how much we can say and we can't say, is what I'm getting after here.
Trish
You're
is
on a
going
business
to
trip.
try to like, I guess, kind of feel her out, like try to become friends with her and see if she like
I'm
let
already
down her
friends with
guard
Kathy.
references. Like more girl talk.
That's not how that works. I've literally asked her here because I need a favor from her. So it's
No,
like
that's true.
I don't. The question is I don't know how much I can and cannot say before I ask for her help. Bing it.
I don't know. Wasn't me.
Huh?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Give me a quick let's say community perceived check. For guy.
Okay. Let's see how badly this turns out. Yo, super bad. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, no, sorry.
Whoop.
Yep. So whatever it is you were trying to help me out with, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm afraid I can't help you then.
Thanks, Dice.
Sorry.
Thanks. I've utterly fucked us from the beginning.
Let's see. I'm trying to formulate a plan.
Well, maybe you can think a way out of this social mess I've put myself into.
Well, since you're both working on this, same check for Trish, please.
I was gonna send a text saying, "I'm not finding squat. I hope you all have better luck."
Gee, no pressure.
No pressure.
Okay. From the expression you got from Melody Shodal, if in the end you get her what she wants, she is not going to write on every little article of your contract. In other words, if you think it's necessary to reveal certain information to some people, if in the end that will get her the disc, she's not gonna sue you for it. She's not gonna sue you for a breach of contract.
Okay.
So in other words, just don't go blabbing to everyone, but
Get the job done.
you've got some liberties.
Mm-hmm.
And so we could talk a little bit. I mean, probably wouldn't be too good to talk specifically about what the item was, but we could probably mention like at least OptiCorp and maybe even go as far as the naming the foundation or talking about it.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was just saying, like, we could probably tell her about OptiCorp and the Historical Society, but that's about it.
Alright.
Well, in the end, it's up to you. What you want to say, how much you want to reveal.
Oh joy.
And let me put it this way: if it is if it is true that she was involved with whatever happens, you wouldn't really be telling her anything she doesn't already know.
Okay. So with that in mind,
I'm bad at roleplay. I'm trying to think how.
That's okay.
well, Trish, here's how I think of it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to tell her all the details, but I feel like if we level with her, if we be honest with her and tell her that we were transporting something, it's not something dangerous, but it is something valuable and important. And at some course, it was stolen. There's some suspicion that her employer may have been responsible. And in the effort to clear her of that suspicion, we'd like your help with our investigation. I think that might be a good way to go with it.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
as per the
fulfill
contract, we're
respect.
required to recover this item. We have to do the investigation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna go one of two ways. Either one, she's gonna have no idea what we're talking about because she's truly innocent, or two, she's gonna be involved some way, and hopefully she'll be willing.
All right.
So you have a game plan?
More or less.
Okay. Well then, at more or less the agreed upon time, Kathy does show up. Shocker, I know. um. She looks she actually no, you know what? Let's try that community perceive thing again for the both of you.
Okay.
She is wearing clothes.
Yes, she is not naked, and it is actually her.
Oh,
She looks like a person. Okay, no, but she looks she looks reasonably happy as she spots Guy, and then immediately not quite as happy as she realizes that Guy didn't come alone.
I just kind of wave and smile at her, trying to make a friendly look and everything.
Yep, she waves back. Her smile is definitely a little forced, though. You don't need to roll community perceive to realize that.
you're with another lady.
As she kind of gets up, I was like, pretty sure I can say hi to each other. I'm just like, hi, I'm Trish. I'm one of Guy's friends.
Hello, I'm Kathy.
How are you, Kathy?
So, a lot to do, but I'm all right. How are you doing?
I've been in better situations in my life.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It's actually kind of tied into why I asked to meet you today.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is less fun. So, I don't know if you know whether or not what me and my compatriots were doing when we were on that ship, but we were on a business trip. we're transporting something valuable. And at some point, this valuable object has gone missing. Well, the company we're working for has held us responsible for that, and as per contract, we have to follow an investigation. Makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. That's how these things work, yes.
Well, your employer's been implicated as a suspect in that. And we want to be able to clear that, or at the very least figure out that whether or not that was spurious or it's just somebody doing a he said, she said nonsense. I'm coming to you first instead of going over your head because, you were there as well, and I'd rather you not have to get any fingers pointed in your direction.
Okay.
Essentially what I'm asking, Kathy, is can you help us to figure out whether or not your employer was involved in this in any way? Or is that something you're not able to do?
Any kind of information will help us.
She she goes quiet for a moment, and it's easy to tell that she's doing a good deal of thinking. And if eventually she turns to kind of look out to the ocean, and goes, well, my job was to keep an eye on you guys. That's really everything I was supposed to do. I don't know if you'll believe me. I understand if you don't, but going on any of the dates that we went on was not part of that. And I really hope you understand that I can't really tell you much. I totally get the situation you're in, but I hope you understand that I'm in a similar situation. I'm under contract as well, and
Yeah.
just like you, I will get in a lot of trouble if I breach that contract. I don't. Please believe me. I want to help you because I really like you, guy.
Kathy, it's okay. You've actually told us exactly what we needed to know. I admit that I kind of had a feeling that from the outset that was kind of the way things were. I'm not going to judge you for that. You're doing your job. What I can say, Trish, you can tell me shut up if I go too far here.
Mm-hmm.
When things go down, keep your head down and stay out of the way. Because I don't know how ugly this is going to get. And I'd rather you not get hurt. So, as much as your contract is viable, just stay out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see you hurt. You don't deserve that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I really enjoy you too, Kathy, and I'm glad we had a chance, I guess, to clear the air as much as we can to the dense fog of obligations.
Mm-hmm.
Trish, is there anything else we need to do to ask as far as business is concerned, or whatnot?
I'm trying to think of something. There's something here, but words escape me.
Thanks, Trish. I really appreciate that. Great A.
That was a little bit out of character too, but yeah, I can't think of anything.
It's okay. It just it helps lighten the mood a little bit. All right. Well, you know what? Since we're here at a beach, I see no reason why we don't get snow cones. You go to the beach, you get snow cones. I mean, that's what we do, right?
I haven't been to many beaches, but that's what I heard. Yes.
All right. Let's go find a shaved ice cart and call it good.
I was about to say, I don't think I've seen snow cones at any of the beaches I've gone to.
What the hell kind of beach have you been to?
One's in California where it's really hot.
But,
It's all the more reason to get snow cones.
yeah, that's the shaved ice, snow cones.
I think they melt too fast. People just get normal ice cream.
Oh, no, it's precisely because it becomes a syrupy drink partway through of it.
It's a slushy.
Yeah, it becomes a slushy halfway through. It's like excellent. That's the whole point of it.
Anyways.
No, I totally want all of that to be in character. Just we kind of want Trish to kind of have this whole discussion about snow cones on their way to get one.
Lighten the mood.
I was like, I don't think it's snow cones.
That'd be really funny, actually.
In the bleak future, where there's only war, is there still snow cones?
Snow
What-
cones are eternal.
What?
Ice cream is eternal.
What?
Dessert is eternal.
What else are they fighting wars about if not snow cones?
I think we should. I don't know
We've
if we ever.
dispatched we've dispatched an entire chapter of Space Marines to recover the planet. Why? It's a one giant refrigerator.
I don't know if we ever got a name for the pizza restaurant that guy works at, but at least in my group, we named it Pizza is Eternal.
The cross reference is beginning.
Okay.
Crossovers. So, with that in mind, I think that's all we really needed to do with Kathy. I mean, obviously, we're gonna spend a little bit of time just to chat and have a little bit of fun,
Mm-hmm.
say hi, and hang out for a minute. But I
Yeah.
think,
I mean, while they're chatting, like Trisha is gonna be like friendly and everything, but she's just gonna try to see if can't subtly get anything more without making it obvious. But that's gonna be a little bit hard.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think your best bet, just out of character here, is be straight up. Because she's risking a lot of trouble by telling us that her whole job while she was there was to watch us. Like that's very dangerous to say.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That right there could get her in heaps and heaps of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And anything else for that little meeting?
Nothing's coming to mind. That said, I'm bad at role playing situations like this.
Okay. Well, in that case, as you are basically like sort of coming to the parting of the ways point, to say it in a really stupid way. Sorry, that sounded better in my mind. Cassie goes. Wait a second. There was something I wanted to tell you.
Sure.
Two things actually. The first is do not underestimate how attached Clifford Whitefield is to his belongings. And making decoys of the thing you're transporting. You are not the only one who thought of that. And then she turns away and leaves.
See you later, Kathy. Have a nice day. Trish, I think we have our lead.
Wait, bye. Yes, we do.
That is exactly what we needed to know.
Look at you.
Now then. I still want to know how the hell we're getting, what is it? Kale Grid in here. Kale!
Yeah, me too.
Said you're a cargo driver, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's obviously at the rave.
Do we need anything that needs to be delivered to us?
No, but I do have a question. How the hell are we going to get this poor player who's been sitting here being oh so patient into this game?
Well,
By the way, even though
during
you're
the
not-
whole time, I did come up with a whole bunch of tabs of oh shoot, I closed that tab. I didn't need it to close that tab.
I was gonna say you're more than welcome to put when we're kind of flailing around, not knowing what to say, question wise.
Well, I just gave him an idea, but I also came up with it for the handle the problem of a random generator for species whenever when nobody can think of who what this species this NPC is.
Penguin. Penguin vector.
So where is everybody heading to?
I think we're all heading back to the hotel room.
Milo technically is still at the Historical Society.
Yeah. Being very frustrated and finding nothing of value.
Well, if you want to investigate a few more persons, I think there was something there. You can use their computers for that.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure. We've basically gone through everyone involved. Wait. Is Opticore CEO?
Damn telemarketers.
Is the Opticore CEO? Is he part of the
No.
Historical Society? Okay.
No.
He's just selling to them.
Yeah.
Can I do a check to see if they have any other let's see. Do they have any other instances of outbound money very close to the time that they got the money for Or that they send the money for.
You do not have access to their financial records.
Okay.
You'd have to
Right.
hack that, and that might get you in trouble.
Indeed.
They might not. They might frown upon that. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Well, since I don't want to, I don't want to risk pissing them off more than we already have. Yet.
Mm-hmm.
I would like some fire support for that. I'm just gonna give up and go home. I'm going back to hotel. Fuck it. I'm getting nothing.
Okay, well, I think we may have gotten what we needed here. Milo, everybody,
The
me and
next
Trish have
lead-
gotten some important information. Would you like to share with the class, Trish, or shall I?
Well, Kathy her employer was involved a little bit. I guess she was tasked with following us, which, well, explains why she was following us. Like I said, we were able to confirm that towards the end, she did give us 2 little bits of information. Mainly about the OptiCorp CEO.
In other words, she implicated that Mr. Whitfield may have never released the actual item in question, and may have made duplicates. Admittedly, this is straight up a he said, she said type situation. However, I'm inclined to believe Kathy on this one. Not because, oh, I actually like the lady, but because she risks endangering herself by revealing some of the other things that she shared with us.
Yeah, she was in contract, kind of like with us, can't talk about it.
But the fact that she stated clearly she's under contract and was under contract to watch us, that in and of itself could probably be a breach of NDA. So that gives a bit of weight to what she had to say. I think we might benefit from investigating Mr. Whitfield and how involved he was on the transferal of his items. We may be looking at, I don't want to say red herring, but a fake. We're handed something that was meant to go away.
Well, we've researched Whitefield a few times already. We've gotten a little bit of information that I think we need to go after the supports first, the smaller guys. We need to get in contact with those that were charged with packaging up the disc. See if we can't get any information out of them. Confirm Kate's story about multiple duplicates and see where these duplicates were actually sent. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Be quiet. Now we also need to investigate Iridentia a little bit more. That will be Razor's specialty there.
Yeah. Which I believe is what he's already doing. So we wait.
Okay. So, what else are you going to do? could write some emails to the peoples on Mars.
I figured that was going to be. I guess technically, if there's just normal emails, anyone can do that.
The problem with that is that it's very, very easy to lie
Yes.
through an email, to the point where it almost seems like a waste of time.
Yep.
It's still something.
And
I do think it would be good to, at the very least, make that, because then that confirms that these people are actually people and not just names that they stamped on a thing to make it look like it was legit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, at the
Video
same
emails?
time, it's like, hey, we know you did something. We can't prove you did it
Yes,
yet,
we
but we
could
know
be
you did it.
tipping off our hands here a bit by doing that. So the question there becomes: are we going to be trying to contact Iridencia and get a hold and see what we can do there, or are we going to go straight for Whitfield based on one, his known obsession with his stuff,
Well,
and the say-so of my possible space girlfriend, who may or may not actually be working with us?
well, you just said it's easy to lie in the emails. Why don't we use that to our advantage? Why don't we lie to the people that packaged it up? I don't know if they know the package has been delivered yet or not. I don't know if they'd be part of that information, but we could tell them, hey, something's going wrong with the package. Like it started beeping really loud or something like that. Like, what the hell's going on?
Hang on, can I do a computer check to see if there's any merit to that? I have a feeling it wouldn't.
And any merit to what? Sorry.
Like a malfunction, and there being like, I think you told me though that there's nothing in the way of like sensors or anything. It was basically just a
box with an electronic lock.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking if the people don't know that said package has already been delivered and that we are in this situation, then we could just lie to them and manipulate them to give us, perhaps for them to tip their hand.
You mean the people on Mars who
Yeah,
who-
packaged it up.
yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for this because Melody said this several times. These are people she trusts.
And it's a case of they're either in on it, in which case we're tipping our hands, or they won't know anything, in which case there's not really a point to it.
Also, I think that because your characters would know that if you want to contact those, going through Melody would probably be the best way to do that. Because they're her employees. She has if she's gonna contact them, it will probably get more results than if some random person writes them basically an email.
Yeah, I guess we could go to Melody with information. I mean, obviously we don't have to.
But you already told her that you wanted to talk to these people.
She knows that. So are you gonna have her write them when she's probably not inclined to do so?
Well, she trusts them. I guess, if she trusts them enough, she's already going to defend them there, like without even really asking them.
So
Yeah, I thought the people packaging up was Whitefield's men, not Melody's. I messed up on that.
alright. So given what we know now, we have fairly solid reason to suspect someone on Whitefield's end has intentionally hacked us.
Yep.
Wait. I just had a crazy idea.
Uh-oh.
Does it involve venting everyone to space?
Only if things don't go well.
Space windows.
That is the backup plan.
No space windows!
Okay, crazy idea. What if they had the disc, put it in there, and it had some kind of like self-destruct timer on the disc where it just like burned up into a pile of ash and residue that we can't actually see but like detect somehow?
Well, actually, if I might, I know Guy might not know this, but someone who's more crafty than him probably would.
Hi, yes.
So, you know about disposable cars, right?
Cards or cars?
Cars. Vehicles. Automobiles.
Oh.
They have those in HSD, yes.
Yes, they have those in HSD. So, what if you were to apply that technology to something else?
Such as a disc in a box. Because
What
technically
would
everyone
happen
can rent
after a
that
certain
thing.
amount of time?
I'm gonna check the rule books because I don't remember seeing this, and this sounds fascinating.
Now, would
This is the
anything
thing.
like that leave a residue?
It could. It depends on what you make it out of. You can specifically design it so that, and this is just hypothetical. Obviously, Guy does not know this, but the player, me, does. Hypothetically, you could design a disposable implement to do almost anything and then essentially disappear. All that would be left is gas, and the second you opened it, you wouldn't really notice anything. It could be odorless, it could be colorless, it could be all kinds of things, and you'd never know the difference. It would technically still do what it was supposed to do, but it's only viable for a certain amount of time.
I feel like I needed roll to see if Trish would figure this out. Would come up with this idea.
I would like to point out that from what I'm seeing about the derezzing enzymes, it has to be something. Basically, he would have had to fake the disc to get this to work. Like it would have had to have been a fake laser disc.
Yes.
And
Okay.
they said that there were multiple copies made of it.
At the very least, Kathy implied that. So,
I would like to note, and again, giving you this for free. Kathy said that it was what's were basically fakes of the box you were transporting. She never said anything about the disc.
So that implies a second thing. We may have been given a false box.
Mhm.
Which is kind of where I was getting to. So like there's two ways to go about this here. Either you fake the disc, which is possible but unlikely. Fake the box. We know we can fake the box. What if someone was able to fake the box in its entirety?
Well, I mean, like I said, we faked the box pretty much in its entirety, minus the access code.
Well,
That's something easy to put in there.
you only made a box that looked like the one and had the rough exact weight and feel.
Yeah, and they have better technology, so it's no issues for them to fake it. But then that would mean if the disc that oh my gosh. If the disc that Melody's men put in there was indeed the real one, then that means that the swap must have happened sometime after they put it in and when they hand it to us. I don't think we've explored that time gap yet.
Well, that's just it. we checked the vaults on the ship, right?
Mhm.
And the box was still in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that that box wasn't swapped while on the ship by someone who had access to the vaults?
Like Libby?
No.
Well,
Okay, let's go
Besides the
from this from the other
captain.
angle here. We know that Iridentia has connection to this ship. We know that Whitefield has grabby hands. We know that the only person who can open that box is Melody. We know these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that in mind, wouldn't it be possible that, I don't know, maybe Whitefield's working at cross purposes here?
Hmm.
Well, Iridenzia's corporation was involved with the ship's security.
On some level or another. So it's entirely possible that they just used their leverage to move an item, get somebody on the crew to move it where it wasn't supposed to be, swap the box, call it good. It's possible to do an easy bait and switch there. It'd show up on the camera, but it'd just show up as, an employee putting something where it's not supposed to be, and then bada boom, bada bing, the wrong box is in the wrong place. And no one's the wiser. So it could have happened on the ship. It could have happened on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have a feeling it probably didn't happen on Mars, as that would have been a bit more closely monitored by people Melody knows and trusts.
Now I kind of wish I put like some minute scratch in it that nobody would have noticed unless they're looking for it.
Just kind of rough it up a little bit.
Throw it down the stairs.
I mean, we did think of this. It's just everything we thought it was a bit more overt, like a
Mhm.
ribbon.
So I'm just trying to figure out like what kind of conclusions we need to try to come to here, because we're picking at straws, and they're a little bit stronger now.
And
We know that. Yeah. Anyway.
And the other thing
The
is,
question-
is any of the characters smart enough to actually figure any of this out?
I mean, I would hope so. We'd have some serious issues. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of our intelligence is above 6.
Well, we're definitely not Grog, so that we got that going for us.
I've got an intelligence of 6. I think I got this.
I know what I'm doing.
Nerd. But okay, so what we need to laser focus on is what conclusion can we make that we can act upon? Because theory crafting is all fun and good until we theory craft that
They craft ourselves into a box and give the GM like 15 new ideas.
I say, what about a box?
What about Space Cthulhu?
Okay.
Hey, don't you joke about Space Cthulhu. That still has time to be a thing in this universe. Don't
Don't-
you do it.
Don't worry about other dimensional horrors. I'll eventually get you guys to Europa.
What about the space station for the laterals?
That's boring.
You got the can't remember what it's called, but I just call it the Blip Space Station.
Oh.
I don't remember what it's called either, but what you mean is that's more tricky. You would have to you not only would have to need a compelling reason to go there, they would need a compelling reason to let you in.
Mhm.
If
So
if you want to go to the longbow, that's where the laterals are. Then hey, you just need to find someone to fly you there.
Kill.
well, okay. Why am I trying to put this? Why am I trying to put the rails back? I'm normally the reason for the crazy train, but what are we gonna do? We don't have oh my god, we don't have Libby as a voice of reason. Are we really this bad?
Yes.
No, we don't. That's why I'm sitting here, like, thinking about how do we reasonably go about this?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I'm like all of this is out of character theory crafting? Because let's face it, our characters might come to much different conclusions if we actually roll for it. In that case, the DM would have much more control of what information we have.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I'm kind of thinking it might be a good idea for us to just do some mind perceives and see what we get.
Yep. I was actually about to say that everybody give me a mind perceive or mind exert, could be either. So I'm more leaning towards perceive. And logic, please.
Both of them? Oh yeah.
No, it's a one, you dork.
10 plus. Okay.
Hey! Look at that! Hey! Well, butter my buttons and call me Barry. What the hell?
Hey, Cal, you do one too, so you at least will have done something in this game.
Other than provide background.
You
giggles.
have perceived that mass confusion has gone on.
What was the? What am I rolling again?
Mind perceive.
Yes.
Mind perceive.
Or endurance.
With
And
logic.
if you have logic, add that down.
I have no logic.
Okay.
I am
Oh.
You're
illogical.
unreasonable. You're illogical.
So just 2 d10.
Indeed.
Yes.
Mhm.
I remembered how to roll.
I was about to say.
Holy crap!
I just want to point out. I want to point out
This one.
that the most physically inept of the two of us were the ones to do this. I want that pointed out. I want that pointed out really, really hardcore now.
Beautiful.
We got the
He feels
tiny
the
itty
need
bitty
to
one.
For some reason join us.
We got the long roll. And then we have the tar, all of whom have hard times in physical ways for different reasons. And we all rolled fairly well. What the shit?
Okay.
And there's the Hemi who rolled fairly poorly.
It's not too bad. I
What is
mean, you
this?
did get an 8 out of that, so...
I did, but I also
good.
got a 5.
Like,
All
real
right.
pass across the board.
Okay. That was very amusing. Thank you. Well, what you somebody should get that.
Ring, ring, phone call, ring, phone call.
That'd
It's
be my phone.
Wait, I think you have the same phone as me. Does it tell you like who the hell's calling?
Yes, it does. And
And it messes up hysterically on like half the names. Like anonymous is like
oh
anonymous.
yeah.
I like it when CVS calls. It's like you have a call from.
Okay. Peoples. Now, there are a few things. You were as players already on a few relatively good paths there. Now, since at least some of you rolled really well, some conclusions that your characters come to. So you have been told that that there was a that apparently somebody created a fake of the box you were transporting.
Mhm.
You also know that there's a reasonable chance that Whitefield, even though he did officially sell the disc thing to the historical society, he
He might have
didn't
been a butthole.
he didn't really want to. He's really attached to his belongings and stuff like that in general. You also know that it was actually his company that made this box to the specifications that was given to them by Melody, but it was still his company. So there was nothing really keeping them from making a second one.
And making it accessible under different rules.
And you also know that at least at one point during your voyage, somebody was in your room.
Yeah, the one time we didn't have someone staying guard.
We did the goof that NPCs usually goof. We did that goof. I'm still mad at myself for that.
I am too.
What were we all doing? Why were we all at...
Because it was the party thing.
Party.
Yep.
And we thought it was unlikely that they'd try that because it'd be super obvious. And it
And we put
was
the
super
people in there
obvious,
that were
but it didn't
worth
stop
it.
us from getting hacked from it.
Hey gang, we should split up and look for clues.
What happened to that peep? It got...
Fred,
just
you quit.
didn't work?
You quit. Oh, then.
The peep was tampered with, and that was also after that point, I think.
No,
No.
that was during that thing.
Yeah.
Somebody got in your room, tampered with the peep, so that there was no recording of it.
So they're
So we don't
sophisticated
know
because Milo
what
did
they
a good
did.
job hardening that thing. I remember those rolls. Those are some decent rolls.
Yep. And
The point is,
and I would like to note I did actually roll for that to counter that.
Oh no! Damn.
I'm going to say that we have every right to suspect Whitfield for doing the double dealing naughty business and hiring us just so we could fail.
Yeah.
That is a reasonable conclusion. Yes.
Well,
We don't have proof, but all of the clues that we currently have, and based on the rolls we just got and the information we got from the GM, that's what I'm being led to believe, is that we have been set up to fail by our employer because assholes!
Because no, it's mine. So, now the important question again. What do we do about it?
That you have ample time to think about because I'm afraid I have to call it now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, but there's stuff I need to take care of.
Kilgrim,
okay.
by the way, I just
Yeah.
want to point out, the one guy who has the least amount of stake in this right now had the best roll the whole game!
Yeah.
Like, this
I
is
feel like
literally
we
one
just
of
need
the
to do
single
some-
best rolls we've had since we started this campaign.
I
And it
feel
was
like
for something
needs
that
to
they can't
happen
even really affect. It's like, what the actual shit?
As it goes.
Roll 20! Why? Your RNGesus is the worst!
there. Next time we're gonna have to look into
If it
against
was an
the
actual person, I would have punched him in the face right then and there and been like, fuck you, dude.
Okay.
What the hell?
The one thing we have determined from that roll is Cinch is pleased.
Yes. Okay. Guys, Everybody gets 12 XP.
Yay!
And I'm sorry to cut this short, and I'm especially sorry to Kale that I couldn't actually get your character in. I have an idea for next time.
That's okay. I get 12 XP too?
Yes, you get them too.
Oh, I probably pulled off some awesome pilot maneuvers around the buildings, scaring everyone.
Probably, yes.
Moonwalked in your little dance piloting pod.
Okay.
Let's go.
Everybody say goodbye to the viewers.
Bye.